what are the 3 things that you should look for if you're hiring an expert for your criminal defense matter? The first thing that you should look at is whether or not the expert regularly practices or regularly testifies in the court where your matter is pending or in the county where your matter is pending. The second thing you need to look at when you're hiring an expert is whether or not the expert has ever been denied being qualified as an expert. And look, it happens sometimes. The proponent of the witness, the party putting the expert in, asks the judge to deem the witness an expert witness, which gives them the power to provide an expert opinion on regular facts. And sometimes experts are denied expert qualifications for whatever reasons, and it's important for you to know, and it's important for your attorney to know if the expert that you're bringing on has ever been denied these qualifications, because at trial, that's a question that gets asked. Were you ever denied expert qualification in any court or any jurisdiction? And it's important to know, and we once brought on an expert, it was a toxicologist, and up front he said, I've been denied expert qualifications, and he was this very credentialed man. And in talking to the expert why, we learned that he was testifying in a very small town which did not really handle criminal matters, and it was a village court. And the judge in the village court said, I don't really believe in this whole expert qualification, so qualifications denied. And the guy had a PhD in toxicology, was double Ivy, was very credentialed, and he was denied expert qualification in this very small town criminal case in village court. So it happens, but you need to know about that. And the third thing that you need to know is whether or not the expert has testified for the other side. And I like to hire experts that have testified for both the prosecution and for the defense, because it means that they're respected by both sides of the aisle. And if the expert has been hired by the government and now they're testifying for the defense, it signals that their opinion is not for sale. They weigh in on whatever the subject is, and then they get brought on by whatever side is hiring them. If you get someone that only testifies for the defense, the question always becomes, well, why isn't the government hiring them? Why isn't the prosecutor hiring them? So something for you to keep in mind when you're hiring experts. You should make sure they practice in the area where your case is pending. You should also know if they've ever been denied expert qualifications, and you should also know whether or not they've been hired by both sides, because if they have, it looks way better than if they just testify for the defense.